Hi, I'm Rhianan Lowes from Bristol and I'm a counsellor on the counselling directory. I see individuals and also couples as well as supervisees both in student practice and qualified. The type of therapy I'd like to talk to you about today is person-centred therapy. So myself, I'm an integrative counsellor, but the foundation is absolutely a person-centred foundation without which I believe it's very difficult to go from. So the type of thing that person-centred counselling offers is actually to explore. I always like to say, always offer, never tell. So we're not to tell a client what's going on for them, it's to ask them what's going on for you. Tell me how that feels when that happened. What was that like for you? So it's a huge part not to try to fix or tell somebody what to do. It hugely links to the ethical principles of allowing client autonomy and respect, and to give them the space to actually explore where things come from for them. It also is hugely invaluable to have a non-judgmental, unconditional positive regard, safe environment for clients to be themselves and to accept clients' emotions and not try to hurry them up to positivity, but to let them sit with some difficult emotions and sit with them with those difficult emotions. And also empathy. This is another thing that can be quite misconstrued, empathy, that actually in some cases there's a belief that we must have gone through the same thing in order to know what something feels like for another person. And absolutely we will know what it feels like, but we will know what it feels like for us. We do not know what the experience felt like for the other person. So empathy, again, that's about coming from the client's shoes. Carl Rogers, the founder of person-centred therapy, said that it's the client that knows what hurts. So we must ask the client. That's where we find out which piece hurts, what hurts, where's that coming from. And so a huge part also of person-centred therapy is around self-concept, so the way that the client sees themselves and the way the client sees themselves in the world. And this is usually born from conditions of worth growing up. So this was good, that was bad, this was conditional, this was unconditional, and the sense of self that gives us. So it comes from an external locus of evaluation and it gets inbuilt, and then that's how we play that out in the world, and sometimes in positive ways and sometimes sadly in very negative ways. And so what person-centred therapy does is try to get back to the person's core self and help the person to live by an internal sense of self and an internal locus of evaluation. So it's a very explorative process. It's definitely not a quick fix process at all. So if you're ready to connect with a counsellor based on what you're hearing, then you can find myself, Rhianan Lowes from Bristol, and other qualified professionals on the counselling directory. Simply put your postcode in and it will show you everybody's profile that's near you. You can have a read of the profiles and see what feels right for you, because that's the very beginning of being person-centred. Thank you.